Hey everyone, welcome back to channel. So in the past few videos, we covered the basics of modeling inside of Blender as well as creating your first asset for your game. Since we have finished that part, now let's move on to the game development part by getting started with Unity. So in this video, I'll go over the basics of installing Unity onto your PCs. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first thing you need to do is open up your web browser of your choice and type in the official website, that is unity.com. So as you can see, Unity is used for a variety of things from games, film, architecture visualization, and as you can see in the homepage, you can see a few examples of games as well as architecture visualization, as well as cinematics that are also made inside of Unity. So as a tool is really versatile and really depends on the person who is using the tool. So if you just go all the way to the top, you can actually see this download button. Make sure you click that button. Download a version of Unity for Windows. It is also available for Mac and Linux if you're using that operating system. So Unity as a basic version comes free, but Unity also features paid versions as well. So Unity Personal, that is for you to use a single person use. So Unity Personal is free to use for everyone. So it is just for indie developers who are getting started with the software. You can download and try out the software for free. But there are also paid versions of this software. If you're using the pro version, you can see it gives you the option to try out a few different professional tools that are not available in the personal version. And if you are a really small indie dev studio who want to purchase the Unity Enterprise version, which you can directly contact with Unity and suggest a price according to your studio's requirements. Since we are just starting out on our journey, we'll just use the Unity personal version, which is free to download. So I can just go back and download a Windows version for that. And you can see it has started downloading. So after you finish installing the Unity Hub exe file, you should be able to open up this window right here by double clicking the Unity Hub icon. And the first thing you need to do is log in with your Unity account or your Google account so that you can add your licenses. If you don't add your licenses, you won't be able to create your Unity projects. So the first thing and your first priority should be click on this drop-down menu, go into manage licenses, and add your license. After you've finished logging in, you can just click on this button and click on this get personal license. So since we are using the personal version of Unity, it is okay to use this license as well. Now, since we have completed that, now the next step is to install a version of Unity onto your system. If you go into the install window, you can actually see I've installed multiple versions of Unity, but you will only have to install a single version. To install a version of Unity onto your PC, so you can just click the install editor version and choose from the options that are available. So it is better to install an LTS version of Unity. After you finish installing that, you can just go into your project menu and get started with your project. Now before that, there are a few windows on the left side of the Unity Hub file. So let's just explore those windows. So the first one is the project window. So this will show you a list of all the projects you are currently working on inside of Unity. So as you can see, there is a bunch of projects that I'm currently working on. And the next section, we covered this already, is the install window where you can download a specific version of Unity if you want to work in that editor. And you can also try around with an alpha version or a beta version or an upcoming version of Unity as well. And the next one is the learn section. So these are all tutorials that are created by Unity itself that can help you guide you through your game development journey. And the last one is the community, where you will be able to find the Unity Asset Store. Asset Store is like a marketplace for all your game development needs, be it 3D assets or scripting add-ons, whatever is your requirement, you should be able to find some sort of a tool that works with your workflow inside of the Unity Asset Store. And the Unity blog is where all the details regarding new versions as well as bug fixes are updated. And we also have a few forums where new users can actually go in and ask and clear their doubts regarding the editor and the game engine as well. So since all that is covered, let's move on to creating our first project. So to create your first project, all you need to do is go into this new project button and click on it. Now that will redirect you into a different window where you will be greeted with a set of templates that you can choose depending upon your preference or what type of game you're making. So as you can see, there are a few options available like 2D Core, 3D Core, and 2D URP. So basically, if you choose a specific template, it will give you all the presets for that specific template. So if you are making a 2D game, it is better to choose the 2D Core template. So it will give you all the necessary add-ons and tools that is necessary for making a 2D game. But in an instance where you're making a 3D game, it is better to choose the 3D Core version. And if you're making for another device like a VR device or an AR core project, we have templates for that as well. And if you scroll all the way down, you can actually see an HDRP version or a UWRP version. So HDRP stands for High Definition Render Pipeline. You can choose this template when you're making really high quality, high fidelity, realistic renders for your games. So AAA quality level games, if you're planning on making those games, it is better to choose this option. And if you're going for the URP, that is Universal Render Pipeline, it is not on par with HDRP, but it is still really high quality when it comes to the rendering output. So all you need to do is select a specific template. And if you go to the top part, you can actually see, you can also select your version of the editor. So if you have multiple version of the editor installed, you can actually select a specific version. And all you need to do is name your project and set a location for that project to be created, and just click create project. And after you wait a few minutes, your Unity project should be online. So that was just a brief explanation on how you can set up Unity onto your personal systems. And in the next video, we'll be getting over into the interface as well as setting up a 3D asset inside of Unity. Until then,